192 if you want to send me a text. AlanCoxShow.com. Watch live there if you like. Thank you to Hendry Schmort for helping in the video department today. The Cavaliers are off tonight. They narrowly beat the New Orleans Pelicans last night. They will be in Houston on Wednesday to play. Tomorrow. What day is today? To play the Rockets. So Cavs Rockets 8 o'clock tomorrow. 7:30 here on MMS is when the pregame will get going. And now that February is underway, you can use the promo code HEART, HEART, for 20% off at CLE Clothing Company. No matter what you get from them, whether it's some of the Buzzard merch or any of the other fine products that they crank out on the regular over there, just use HEART all through the month of February. Beware, it's a shorter month. 28 days.
Still got to pay the same amount for your rent, though.
BS.
Right?
Is that what it is?
Today.
They don't prorate it?
They should.
I mean, how would they? Some months are 31 and some are 30.
Exactly.
How would they prorate it for 2 or 3 days?
2.
2 days, because that's the minimum number of normal.
Sure.
Right. And it's also Black History Month.
I was just going to say that.
Poundcake half recognizes that.
Black people hate me.
They don't hate you.
Yes, they
If it
do.
makes you feel better, white people hate you too.
They think of me as a pesky half-breed.
Says who?
Says all my black friends.
Most of the people you know are
Friends.
white.
Yes, I know, and the black ones that I know hate me. I know. They're like,
Why would your friends of any color hate you?
Because they be,
Your friends hate you?
Frenemies.
They try to give me advice. They call me words like, I don't know if I can say this on air.
I don't know if you can either.
Like a raccoon, but just what they call a black person.
A coon?
Yeah, okay.
But that's not But that's like a full-on slur. That
Yes,
has
they
nothing
call
to,
me that.
But that has nothing to. But that would mean you were really. That has nothing to do with being biracial, though.
Well, they've
his black friends don't even know what the proper slurs are.
No, they feel like I'm a traitor. Like if I hang out with too many white people and not enough black people, I'm biracial. So therefore, I should hang out with.
Why do you tell them to be more fun? Who cares what color they are?
They feel like they are fun, but they feel
Everybody
like it's
thinks they're fun.
Also,
except me, I'm not fun.
You never hang out with anybody.
I tell them that, and they don't believe me. They don't believe me.
Have them call us. We'll tell them.
Yeah.
Poundcake doesn't hang out with anybody.
They don't believe me. They're like, you know, you're hanging out with all them little white twinks. I said they do more.
What do you like? They're like, you don't have enough black Uber drivers coming to your house.
No, they just feel like I spend too much time with my little white twinks or my white friends. I'm like, you guys don't understand. Like I don't know how to be a white boy. I've never been a white boy. My mom raised
But why
me.
do they care?
Because they do. They feel like it's a cultural
But are they
thing.
going to be? But they're going to be doing like wildly different things with them than you would with your other friends.
It doesn't matter. They just feel like I'm a traitor. That's
to
all
whom?
it is. To the
people who hate you.
My black race.
I would be a traitor to people who hate me too.
They feel like I'm a traitor to my
Your
black race.
black race. You gotta get some new friends.
They were like, you don't hang out with your mama's people.
Who are these dopes you're hanging out with? You
Is
don't
that a
hang out
thing?
with your mama's people because they're all 60. That's why.
Am I supposed to be hanging out with my mom's friends?
Yeah.
When they say my mama's people, the black people.
But that's the family that you actually do spend time with.
Yes, but saying mama's people as in my mom's lineage, my mom's heritage.
Yeah,
black
I think
people.
your friends are really grasping at straws here.
I agree, but I have like 4 of them and they all hate me.
Huh.
Good friends.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, boy.
And here's the thing. It's fine to hate Poundcake, but hate him for the content of his
character, not
Right.
the color
not
of
the
his
color
skin.
of his skin.
That's the quality right
Content of his podcast, whatever.
Well,
there. There'll be a new one tomorrow, so you can talk about that.
Oh yeah, what's tomorrow going to be? The Poundcake podcast is going to be tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, all my favorite R&B singers are going to prison. Like Chris Brown, well, he's being sued for $20 million. Trey
He's not
Songz,
going to prison.
well, he's being sued for $20 million because of an alleged rape. Trey Songz is also
What'd he do?
being sued. Rape.
He invented sex.
Well, Trey Songz has been in. I feel like these guys are gonna have
I
like a
don't think
docuseries
he
about it.
invented it.
It's the name of his song, Bill.
Is he the one who? Is he the one? Boy, imagine doing a song called "I Invented Sex."
I invented sex.
What
has
a
another one.
lame take.
Called Neighbors Know My Name.
Is he the one who shot Megan Thee Stallion?
No, that's Tony Lands.
Tony Lands.
He's a
right.
rapper.
Right. Isn't Trey Songz a rapper too?
Trey Songz is a singer.
Oh. Boy, I've got to keep all of these alleged gunmen straight.
Bottoms up. Oh, because they call him Trick or Tray. That's why you think of that.
He's incredulous that I haven't heard the latest banger from Trey Songz.
Bottoms Up is from like 2009.
Oh, but it was jumping.
Even less likely I would have heard it back then.
Can I get that Tron? Can I get that Henny? Can I get that Coke? Can I get that Henny? Can I get that Margarita? Can I get all around that Trey?
I don't know why his black friends hate him.
Do you think you can buy me a bottle of rosé?
Don't know. I'm starting to zero in. You know what? I'm on Team Black Friends now. Mm-hmm. You're a traitor to every race. How do you like that?
Well, my race is biracial. I don't have a race. I'm non-binary.
That's not the same thing.
Yeah. Why are your black friends acting like hillbillies?
Oh, easy.
Easy
Not
what?
all hillbillies are racist.
No, but all racists are hillbillies. Please. You're right, but all racists are hillbillies.
Also not true. Some are old.
Old hillbillies.
They don't have to be hillbillies. Some are just old.
Yeah, right. Anywho, point is, everybody loves pound cake. Right? Why not?
In small doses.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, I'm just making this proclamation now as I think of it, but I'll tell you right now. When we do our show, we're doing our show on February 18th, live from Public Auditorium as part of the NBA Crossover Day, sponsored by Nissan. And that show, because Mary will be out of town, it'll be a sausage party show, that show will include a live Bill Squire Friday Get Down and a live Poundcake sports break.
He's going to do 2 that week?
Nope, he's going to do 1.
Okay.
It'll be on Friday that week.
Oh, sweet.
So make yourself a note, Poundcake.
Okay.
Because if we're going to be on premise, we're going to be live at the at Public Auditorium from 2 to 6:30. Be a live Poundcake sports break.
I can't wait to see the people's reaction. He's talking sports? Did he just say occur?
What?
They'll think
I'm really trying to include him in this whole thing, and did he say occur?
I don't know. You know how I deliver my sassy sports
No,
takes.
I like it. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I'm excited for it.
I have a feeling people will understand what's going on at the NBA crossover event, brought to you by Nissan.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets on sale now.
Tickets on sale. I want to know who's in that Ruffles celebrity game.
It goes by how many chips you eat.
Shut up, Mary.
I'm fine.
Sorry, I was channeling Bill from earlier.
That's okay. You tell me to shut up.
I didn't say it like that.
How did you say it?
Just shut up.
That's much better. Yes. Just shut up. Shut up. Much better. Alan Cox Show After Hours line. Anytime you just want to leave a message there, you can. It's 216-986-8903.
Alan, God bless it. I try not to call all the time about every stupid thing that you bring up or mention with your stupid opinion, but I lost it when you said that the Trolls movies were garbage. Those were 2 of the finest recently released animated films to date. You, my friend, are a giant weenie. That has been my conclusion after listening solidly for about 6 years. You hate everything that's fun, anything that's cool. You make fun of anybody that's into themselves, indulging in a hobby or some sort of passion of their own. You are a giant turd weenie. You've been like this since elementary school. Every time you talk about how no one picked you, ever had fun. I hate to bully you, my dude, but you are a weenie. Pull your head out of your ass. What's wrong with Gwen? Get it together, bro. God, normally I'm talking about Mary and how she nonstop interrupts. That's my favorite part, is to just listen to you get aggravated when she constantly interrupts you. But I can't take it anymore. Stop being a weenie.
Wow.
I'm going to have to agree.
That's a hill he went to die on. I mean,
Trolls are great.
But that movie was a huge flop. That was one of my only points. It was. The second one, it was a huge flop.
Oh, I didn't see the second one.
Well,
that was the one I saw.
Well, the second one came out, last year? Everything was a flop.
Not everything was a flop.
For the most part.
This only streamed. There were movies that made money from streaming.
Well, then...
The budget for Trolls World Tour, that was the one I saw. It cost them $90 million to make it, and it made $50 million. It was a huge flop.
Well, whether or not it's a huge flop, why do you care about how much money it made? It's about whether or not it was entertaining.
It wasn't. That's why it was a flop. Why was the first one good and the second one wasn't?
I don't know. I haven't seen either of them.
Just replicate what the first one did. It's not hard.
I haven't seen either of them, so I don't...
First movie made $350 million. You're telling me there was that big of a difference between the first and second?
I mean, it's...
Listen, I'm not going to die on that hill. That guy is going to die on that hill.
I don't think the box office is what you have to go off of. I think it's whether or not people liked it. And if kids liked it, and this grown man liked it, then that's up to him.
I don't know how you flop with a movie for kids that streams at home. You just turn on the TV and point their face at it, and they love it.
Because they go, I'm not going to pay the $30 rental fee for it, and they wait for it to actually be available on a streaming service.
Full disclosure, by the way, I'm just trying to play along with that caller. I don't ever remember saying that the Trolls movie sucked. But now I kind of have to stay in that lane, right?
You did say it.
Did I?
I don't remember this.
I don't remember that either. But I'll tell you what, you won't convince me otherwise now. I'll go back and watch it again
Out of
just to
spite.
reiterate how much I think it stunk. No, I don't remember anything about that movie, so I'll take that person's word for it. I believe you, sir. But whatever.
Listening to when you were talking about the Ferris wheel at the IX Center, and the thing that a lot of people don't know is it's very haunted, and that's why they had to take it out. They covered up the fact that 137 kids have died on that thing, each more mysterious than the next. Gene from Parma, love the show.
Gene from Parma, he just called in, yeah, a bunch of kids died on that Ferris wheel. Anyway.
Poundcake, what do you think of that?
I love that Ferris wheel.
But I'm just saying, like, the tragedy of kids
All those
dying.
kids that died on that Ferris wheel, Poundcake.
It's not going to stop me from going on. It's not going to stop me having my first kiss on it. It's not going to stop me from...
Aw, your first kiss was there?
I'm exaggerating.
As soon as the dude dropped his pants.
I don't know.
You had your first kiss on the IX Center Ferris wheel.
No, I'm exaggerating. No, I did not.
You mean you're lying?
Yes.
Oh.
But I did.
You know that's different, right? I mean, if you're embellishing a cute story, that's totally fine. If you're completely making it out of whole cloth, that's something entirely different.
I've taken dates on that. I don't think it was my first kiss, but I did kiss a girl on that Ferris wheel.
You kissed a girl?
Well, yeah, I was in the closet.
I understand.
I had been going to the IX.
When you say first kiss, I assume you mean a first kiss that you wanted, which would be a guy.
I don't know for sure it was my first kiss. I had my first kiss at 14, I think. But I don't. I remember where it was, but I don't remember if we. Okay, I guess I don't remember my.
How old are you in the 7th grade? That was when my first kiss was.
11, 12.
11 or 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy when you stop to think about when you started first doing those things. And then if you get old enough to have children of your own,
Yep.
and you go, what?
Yeah.
She's not a virgin at 18.
My niece is 10, and she's going to be in 5th grade next year. And I was like, 5th grade is when I was going to those booty dances at the Brook Park
my
Rec Center
God.
and hiding my thongs from my mom.
Whale
as
tail.
like, yes, as an 11-year-old. And I'm like, oh my God, Riley is that age. I don't want to see her grinding on some little boy. Like, get out of here.
Like 8th grade dances. That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
Weren't you also desperate to break out? Like, you were like living like a kind of sheltered thing, right?
I mean, yeah, but I had a group of friends that we all went together, and they weren't necessarily super religious or anything
I
like
see.
that. But yeah, we were 11 years old.
Oh my God,
And
11
hiding
years
our
old.
thongs and hand washing them in the sink.
So
I
do you
could
count-
find 'em.
Do you count your first kiss like as a French kiss or a peck? Because I had pecks like really young, like maybe like 5th grade or
Yeah.
6th grade. So I don't count those as my first
I guess
kiss.
it would be your peck, but I'm thinking of like
Like a
when you
makeout.
got some
Yeah.
tongue.
Well, then my
Yeah.
first makeout was when I was 14. But girls used to kiss me all the time like it was nothing. On the lips, on the cheek, on the forehead, whatever. But I've taken dates because the IX Center, all our families could afford that. It was cheap, and it was essentially an amusement park that everyone could afford. So we would all go meet up there, escape our parents, and then the Ferris wheel will be the way we could go and do stuff, and no one would see us. So we go all the way up to the tippy top, see all the little gum, and then we get a little
Yeah, but
gummy
also,
ourselves.
but I imagine every other kid had the same idea. So the Ferris wheel was full of kids making out.
It was.
Right.
Yes, but like we
So
had our own.
who thought that they were fooling anyone?
We got away from our parents. Our parents didn't know what we were doing.
Nobody's parents could look up and see a Ferris wheel full of kids making out?
You can't really see the people on it.
No,
you can't?
It's enclosed. The Ferris wheel itself, like the little carts are enclosed, and then when you get to the top, there's a
Were they like in little baskets? Is that what they were?
Yeah, and if you sat far enough back, like if you were hanging over the sides, you could see people, but just the angle.
You can't see up.
You can't really see up into
I see.
the carriages or whatever.
And then there's that little carve out at the top.
So it was a good place to do it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
Or you could do some hand stuff. Like, you could just be like looking out. You could look out and be like, hi,
yeah.
Mom.
How
And
sad! Hands to while you're looking at your mom walking around.
well, because you're like, I want to make sure you guys aren't doing anything. Like, we're sitting next to each other, but you can't see where our hands are. So it's like we wave with one hand, the other hand is up someone's skirt.
Who looks at their mom while they're doing that? I would want to look completely the other way.
If you're trying to throw them off the set.
You're trying to throw him off. They're like, he wouldn't have the nerve to do that in front of me. Like, yes, I would.
There's no way my child would have his hand on someone's pants and he's waving at me.
Mary, that was a very good take for the camera you just did there.
Yeah, well, I had a mouthful of water, and you're talking about scent.
Throwing
your
out the
hands
scent.
in our pants. Blech.
You're the one washing your tiny little thong in the sink.
Yeah. It's
Why?
so they didn't know. My mom did my laundry.
Didn't know what?
that I owned a thong.
What?
We were worried our parents would be mad at us if they knew we had thongs, so we washed them in like the bathroom sink when we would take a shower.
Nobody was doing laundry like while their parents were gone,
No,
or
not at 10.
okay, I don't know. I knew how to work a washing machine when I was in kindergarten.
You were doing your own laundry at 10 years
I
old.
was doing my laundry my whole life. Yes.
Well, I wasn't. I don't think a lot of 10-year-olds are doing their own laundry.
You might be right. I just wondered if maybe
But even
it'd be a lot easier than being in the slop sink with a
well,
scrubber.
it's just trying to,
if
just trying
it's
to hide
just
it.
one
It's one thong,
item,
yeah.
you don't want if you're running an entire load for that.
Yeah, right.
No, you put it in there, and I don't know. What do I know? All right.
Oh, that's a big load!
So you were never a sneaky kid, and it shows.
Yeah.
That's
Other-
right.
other than,
I was
like, your-
terrified of my parents. That's right.
I was
be on my
terrified of my parents too, but I was still doing certain things that were sneaky. Though I think the only thing that you really did that was sneaky was your little stash of candy.
Yes, I had a shoebox full of Twinkies and candy bars, yeah. No, I didn't. I wasn't a sneak out of the house kid. I was going to school and then I started working and never stopped. So it wasn't like I was, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't sneaking out at midnight. When I would hear friends tell stories, and it didn't even, and again, I was processing it through my prism. So even when friends would tell me their stories, it just didn't sound like fun. Like you're climbing out your
It's
window.
exhilarating.
Is it?
Yes.
Climbing out your window and
The
hoping.
rush of maybe getting caught, where you're like, I'm going to do what I want. They can't
Yeah, but
tell
then
me.
if you get caught, you get your ass beat.
Sometimes.
So, like, what's the fun in that?
Not if you're at the top of the stairs.
Not if your dad can't climb the stairs. Or if you're on the roof.
Well, my parents were very nimble. Yeah, no, I was terrified. It didn't even occur to me to do that stuff. And frankly, I don't even know that I wanted to do that stuff. I was like, what's the point? Like, I'm gonna just because of the stories I was told from friends of mine. Yeah, and then we snuck out, and then we're like hiding back
Smoked
here, and I'm like,
cigarettes,
what?
yeah.
This all sounds stupid. I'm like, for what? Oh, we went
Because
over to
we could.
Jim's bonfire, and oh god.
I never needed to sneak out. My mom was just either gone or asleep.
Well, yeah,
So I just
Yeah.
left.
I didn't have to
the
sneak
inmates
out.
are running the asylum at your house.
I didn't have to sneak out, but I had to hide stupid things that normally, like, if we were watching a rated R movie or something like that, that was
You had
where
to
I
hide a
be
boner?
sneaky. Well, I mean, I just think it's polite to hide your boner from anybody.
Polite.
It's very polite.
I wanna know people
Hey,
who
could you
aren't
hand me
polite.
that book? This is an R-rated movie. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
Poundcake thinks it's very rude to hide your boners.
But you never quite get used to that. Even though I'm an adult and I watch like R-rated movies as a family at like a family gathering or something like that, you never quite get over the awkwardness of like a sex scene watching with your parents. I'm like, I don't want to watch this.
See, my parents still won't watch that stuff, so I don't have to deal with it.
Like I'll have like my aunt, my uncle, my brother, his girl
Watching
like,
the postman
what-
always rings twice.
Exactly, watching the sex scene in Unfaithful. I'm like,
Body
oh
heat.
God.
Yeah, but the fact that you are there means that your parents had sex. So everybody's had sex.
Yeah, I don't need-
What's the issue?
it's just it's awkward. Everyone knows we have sex, but like
Well, the issue
I
with
don't
my
wanna know
family
the
is
details.
my parents know I've had sex with a lot of different people, and so that would be weird for them to be like,
like
I wonder who he did that to.
like these porn stars that like show up to the premieres of their movies back in the day, not now, because I don't know if they have porn premieres anymore. But they used to bring their
I don't think they have porn premieres yet. The world premiere at Valley View Cinemark.
I think it's just an email that you got a new message on OnlyFans.
Like, I just don't know how you get past that.
How did Mary hide her thongs from her mom and couldn't hide the tampons?
I told her that I had used a tampon. I didn't know it was wrong.
I have a daughter in the 5th grade. There's absolutely no way she could ever hide a thong from me or my wife. How did Mary get away with
That's
it?
what you think.
So
are
you
you watching your daughter get undressed? We would I would leave the house.
Great lengths.
And I'd have the thong like in my pocket or in my bra, and then when I got to the dance, I would change into my thong, pull it up so you could
So
see the
slutty,
whale
dude.
tail, and then before I left, I would take it off and put my other underwear back on.
But what was the big appeal of that? Just
This is like
it's
2000, 2001 when Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears and all those people
Setting a
had
bad
their,
example.
They all had their little thongs out, and it was supposed to be sexy.
I
or
understand,
whatever.
but what was the payoff for trying to be sexy when you were 11?
I don't know. It was just what everyone else
Fitting
was
in.
doing.
You weren't
Yeah.
gonna do fitting in.
Really?
No, if anyone ever tried to actually do anything, we'd freak out. You know, like if a boy actually kissed you or whatever, you'd be like, oh my God. But you see like
How
the
dare
pop
you try to
stars-
kiss me when I'm pulling my thong out of the back of my
Right.
jeans?
You see the pop stars doing it. Well, I wanted to be like Christina Aguilera, so I pulled out my little thong.
So then when it's time to leave the dance, you got to go into the little girl's room. You got to take off your pants.
Yeah.
Take your thong off. Put
Shove
your
it
other
back in
under,
your- yeah.
Put your granny panties on.
Yes.
And get back in the car.
And
Boy,
then
it
you would
seems
like
like a lot
hide
of
under
work.
my mattress until like whatever the next day when my mom went out or whatever it was. And then whenever she went out, I would wash it real quick and then hide it again.
And you'd hide it under your mattress. See, I feel like that's
Or wherever.
yeah, but you had like a good hiding place where you knew.
I
she
actually
wouldn't
hid
get
it in my personal hiding place was in my mattress. There was a slit in my mattress on the
there you
one
go.
side, and I
Yeah.
put it in there.
So for these people that
wild.
are like, oh, my kids, would
My
never.
kid
Your
could
kids,
never.
Listen,
There's no way.
Kids are sneakier
Believe
than
me.
you think.
Your kids are hiding so much from you, you don't even know.
Yeah, but there are also a lot of kids whose parents don't require them to hide things from them.
It doesn't matter. They don't want,
There are no.
they don't
Listen,
want their parents to know everything. They
my
just don't.
my parents were always real big on privacy. They thought that our privacy was an important thing, so they never went through our drawers. They weren't looking for pot. They weren't looking for my shoebox full of candy. Whatever.
That must
That
have
was a
been
big-
nice.
Even
Well, no,
as-
they're really. I don't know why they were that way because they're pretty conservative and whatever. But there are parents who have a relationship with their kids where they're like, "You can tell me what you need to tell me. You don't have to, and then we'll figure it out and whatever."
We're also super conservative, like
No,
Christians.
I understand
so
that.
If
I
my
get
mom
that.
found out I was wearing a thong and dancing on boys, she'd be freaking out.
But she knew you were going to a dance.
Yeah, but I don't think she knew how we were dancing.
She thought you were doing the waltz.
The dog catcher, I'm literally humping the ground with one leg up like I'm peeing. Come on,
But
now.
your mom's not a Martian. She knows what happens at school dances.
It wasn't a school dance. She didn't. There were no chaperones. There was like one weird 23-year-old DJ who shouldn't have been there.
And she
you know?
dropped you off. Mm-hmm. You're 11. She drops you off.
It's 4 hours. From
She
7 to
knows
11.
what's going on. She's not
I
dumb.
would assume. I don't know.
She knew
I don't
what
know.
was going on.
I don't know what she thought. Maybe she thought we were playing games.
Maybe you didn't give
or-
your mom enough credit.
Maybe she didn't care. I don't know. Mom, call in. Tell us what you think.
Did you forget your thong, honey?
Honey, I washed your thong for you. Yeah, right.
I got a Brillo pad and some lava soap. All right, listen. I got a break here. I will have those Under Oath tickets for you. They had to call an audible on the Under Oath tour because Every Time I Die broke up. And they were on this tour, so they've added a couple of bands to replace them, but it's all going to go down in March at the Agora. So if you dig Under Oath or Spirit Box, I'll have passes for you after this break. And then 5:30, next chance for you to grab $1,000. I'll have another keyword for you to go fund to yourself.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
Oh, no.